So today was the first day of the Star Wars celebration, and we got some glimpses at the new Star Wars Force Awakens movie, as well as the new Star Wars Battlefront video game. And overall, today was just a great day in the world of Star Wars, and I know a lot of Star Wars fans out there had a lot of fun just enjoying all of the new assets to the Star Wars franchise and just getting glimpses at them, whether it was their first time seeing it or whether it was a new time seeing it. It doesn't matter either way. Overall, today has just been a great day in the world of Star Wars. Having to do with Star Wars Battlefront, however, we were able to see a screenshot that shows off the true beauty of the game, some key art that could potentially be the actual cover art for the game when it does release, as well as a release date and a 10-second clip that shows at the end of the Phantom Menace trailer. We're going to start off by looking at the screenshot that shows the beauty of the game. And I'll pull that up right now, and as you guys can see, it is gorgeous. The way the lights shine through the trees, the textures on the trees, the Scout Trooper, the forests of Endor just look great. Overall, the graphics look phenomenal. However, because it looks so great, and because this has been said to be actual in-game footage, that has raised a lot of questions as to how hard will it be to run the game. Will you need 6 Titans in order to run the game on Ultra and get at least 60 frames per second, or will you be able to do it with something like a 780, 780 Ti, 970, 980, something along those lines that is a little bit more affordable than a big-ass Titan? So, right now, I'm going to pull up a picture of Battlefield 4 whenever they first showed off an environmental screenshot on the spring before the game released. Very similar to the situation that DICE is doing this time as well. And as you guys can see, it looks very similar. The lighting is great, the textures on the trees look great, the character looks great. However, obviously, Star Wars Battlefront does look better because it is a game that's 2 years newer, so you can't really expect it not to look better than Battlefield 4. However, because they are so similar, and Battlefield 4 was very well optimized on PC to the point that you could easily run it with a 780 Ti with ultra settings and get well over 100 frames. For these reasons, I believe that Battlefront will not be very far off in the ability to be run. So, if you guys do have any of those graphics cards and you are worried about whether or not you'll be able to run the game on Ultra or at least high settings and make it look as good as this is showing, I promise you that it will not be as hard as you may assume, knowing how Battlefield 4 looks and how great it graphically is in comparison. I really don't feel like it's going to be that far off. So the next thing I'm going to be taking a look at is this little bit of key art, and I have 2 images right here, one that's actually the image and another that shows it being shown off at the Star Wars Celebration. And basically it's very Battlefield-esque. If you guys look at the Battlefield 4 and Battlefield 3 key arts from before the game came out, it looks very similar to that. And on those 2 games, because they are made by DICE, on those 2 games, those key arts ended up being what the cover art ended up being. So for that reason, I believe this is going to end up being the cover art, and if that is so, that looks awesome. The AT-AT and the little guy down below, the X-Wings flying through the sky, overall, it looks really awesome, and I really think this is going to be a good cover art for the game, and I can't see any reason why they would not use it, because it's just awesome. Overall, whether or not it does end up being the cover art, it is still a great piece of art that showcases the nature of the game. The next thing we are going to be looking at is the release date. If you guys go on the StarWars.ea.com and then you try and look at the page source on the news tab, then you are able to pull up this right here, which shows that the release date for the game is November 17th, 2015, and will only be coming out on next-gen consoles and PC. So it looks like the last-gen consoles actually got cheated out on getting a Battlefront game, because Battlefront 2 came out at the very last year for the PS2 and Xbox, and eventually came out for the 360 as a kind of anniversary edition, but it wasn't actually a remastered game or a game that was made for the consoles. It was just them bringing back a game that was on the older gen. So it does seem like they've been completely cut out on getting a actual Battlefront game. However, I feel like this opens the doors for the game, and this is probably why the game looks so damn good, is because they were able to work with the next-gen consoles and PC primarily and didn't have to worry about being held back by the last-gen consoles. And overall, I'm extremely excited to see this game come out. I guess I know what I'm going to be doing on Thanksgiving. I'm probably not going to be spending much time with family. I'm probably going to be playing the crap out of Star Wars Battlefront. The last and final thing I want to show you guys today is a 10-second clip that was shown off at the end of the Phantom Menace trailer that gives us an idea of how the game is going to look in action, and actually lets you see the motion capture of the soldiers, the rebel soldiers and the stormtroopers running, the movement of the AT-AT, all kinds of things like that, and you really get a good idea of what the game is going to look like. Now that's all the information I have for you guys today. I just want to do a quick rundown of everything we were able to see and kind of give you guys my input on it. If you guys did enjoy the video, then please be sure to leave me a rating. That would be greatly appreciated. But as always, this has been Lupus, and remember, stay gold.